Hey guys, thanks for joining me. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hello, peoples. Welcome to Sharp Ends. This is the Kalahari from Bark River Knives. This thing is mainly for processing meat. It's almost got a tanto type blade, and by that I mean that the spine sweeps up past the belly and the spine. To me, that means tanto, not necessarily the aggressive line that you would usually have or think of for that, right? For processing meat, this is absolutely a beast. And I'm going to go through some of the things that I think make this a phenomenal knife. However, first I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Comments really help the channel. So thanks so much for doing that. And thank you to my Patreon supporters. They really help this content be made. All right, so Bark River Knives, 154 cm, which is an absolutely fine type of knife steel in order to get to sell on a knife like this. Now, is it perfectly stainless? No. Is it stain resistant? Definitely stain resistant. But especially because you're going to be processing meat and cleaning and have blood on this, you're going to want to wash this afterwards because blood will stain a blade. It'll even stain Magna Cup for that matter. And you can see a little bit of patina-ing happening right there where I wasn't, where I left this on the side of the sink or whatever and didn't clean it immediately. But regardless, 154 is fine. All you got to do is take care of your stuff, right? And it does have a little bit of a sharpening choil, which I really appreciate. A lot of Bark River knives do not have sharpening choils. This one does. It cuts meat very well with its a nice amount of belly from almost the handle all the way to the tip. It slices through that meat incredibly well. I have not sharpened this knife at all, and it's still screaming sharp. I've stropped it. I'm sure I've stropped it, but it's still screaming sharp. This is a convex grind, so the blade is convexing down to that point. There's no secondary bevel, just one big main bevel. Yeah. The handle and the ergos are perfect for this type of knife, and it's very long too compared to the handle. So you've got a 4.5-inch amount of cutting length, and then overall it's 9 inches. It is a small knife, but it's a long knife, if that makes sense, right? There's other knives that I could compare this to. Like this is the Tonto, which looks and feels really big, also 154, Katsumi, and it's much longer than that, but this feels like a much more substantial knife, right? It's also the Kalahari is also very thin behind the edge. I believe it is coming in at 1/8 of an inch or 3/16. So it's very, very thin, which helps with cutting through things and the meat processing. This has actually been a revelation for me as far as like cooking and being able to cook, like I have bird and trout knives, I have other knives, but as far as like a really nice meat knife that will slice through your stuff, this really hits it out of the park. I don't know when they're going to do another run of these or if they're available. If they are available, there will be a link down below. I'll at least show you where they are on DLT trading. The other carrier for these, of course, would be, oh gosh, Knife Ship Free. But very good. And then, of course, it comes in a lot of different scale material. I actually like the way that it's contoured. I like the way it locks into the hand. I like how it's thin. It's well balanced. Like overall, it's balanced right here. Well, maybe a little bit into the handle, like right around there. So very nice. And that's perfect for me, like just a little bit butt heavy. And the lanyard hole is nothing to write home about. I don't know why you would put a lanyard hole on a clearly kitchen knife. Like, do people have their knives in their kitchen with lanyards on them? Maybe just Bark Rivers forgot that this is just going to be used like in a kitchen. I mean, yes, maybe you'll go hunting with this and you'll use this for filleting some meat out in the field. But even so, would you really need a lanyard in the field? I guess maybe for that one deer hunter out there that only feels secure using the Kalahari with a lanyard. Thank you for ruining this knife for the rest of us. No, I'm just joking. It's totally fine. At least it's not totally obnoxious, I guess, is the best thing you can say about it. I wish it was hidden or something else, but whatever. I really like how this G10 is layered here, and it just looks really, really nice. I like this red color. Kitchen knives in general, I usually lean towards the red. So that was my review of the Kalahari. I think it's good. Like I said, the 154 is good, but not great. If I could have it in any stainless steel, I would probably prefer something like this in MagnaCut, just because it's going to be in the kitchen a lot. Or shoot, if I'm dreaming, it'd be great to have this in Vanek Super Clean. That'd be great. Why don't they start making kitchen knives in that steel? That's one of my favorite stainless steels. So regardless, good knife. Steel is okay. Ergonomics are amazing. What it's meant to do with the belly and the slicing and all of that, phenomenal. It goes through meat, processes it amazingly well, cuts it to whatever size shape that you need. There's no wrangling about it. It just goes through the meat like a laser, and you're done. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. If you like this, please like and subscribe. And if you would like a chance to win a knife every month for $3 a month, you can click on the Patreon, become a Patreon member. Link is down below. And I'd really appreciate that. Thank you to all my Patreon subscribers. You guys are the best. And I will see you guys next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.